Okay, so hello. I'm getting my hair done again, which it seems the more that I think like, oh, okay, let's video my hair getting done, is like I realise, what am I saying? I think of like, let's film getting my hair done. I actually realise how often I get my hair done. I'm just a really indecisive person, and I get bored super quickly, and then I just want to change it, and so here we are. So my last video I went back brown because blonde's really hard to maintain, but guess what? Sake, I'm going blonde again. So before when I went blonde, I was like a highlighted blonde, like I would get foils every time. This time we are scalping. We are not scalping. We are bleaching. I'm getting a scalp bleach. Beach scalp. I'm getting a scalp bleach. Is that right? Scalp bleach. Bleach scalp. Scalp bleach. Yeah, I'm getting a scalp bleach. Words seem weird to me now. So when I went brown, I've let that sit out for about, I don't know, like 6 months. I just kind of like didn't do anything to my hair. Barely even like put any heat on it or like styled it. I literally had my hair in like a sleek bun for a lot of the time. I just wanted to grow out and just to like really get healthy again. In between being dark, I actually went and got my head foiled. God, lucky no one's on this road right now because I'm crazy. I went and got my head like foiled and lightened, so I don't know if you can tell, but it is like a lot lighter. It kind of looks like what I had before, but I just had to lighten it because if I went straight in with like bleach everywhere, it would just be like a shit show, which is what I've been having to live with. Hang on, let's just slow down. I'm going to really severely slow down. Oh, I hate this. I need to get all the way over. Oh, fuck yes, that is a gap. I'm kind of living with like a bit of a shit show at the moment. Not as bad as I thought I was going to turn out to be. I thought it was just going to be like blotchy orange, like disgusting, just because my hair was so dark and I had like previous dark dye in it. Like I had this much was my regrowth, this much was like a band of like black pretty much, and then I had like my normal colour. Where lane am I in? So I knew it was just going to be like a lot, which you can see like my ends are like super light, and then it's like a bit warmer up here, and then I have got like a band in it. I don't know, can you see it? You can see the band. But today is the day and we're going full blonde. Love it. Love it. Which all that hard work of like trying to get my hair healthy has just been like erased. Like as if I've never done that, because my hair is just like so fragile and shit again. But it's alright. It's for the looks, right? I'll probably just see you in the salon. And if you want to know who does my hair, it's actually my housemate. She's an actual hairdresser. Her Instagram is pretty hair, so I'll leave that. I don't know. She's always done my hair ever since. So I used to get like highlights when I was younger, but like that's when because my mum's a blonde, mum would dye her hair at home, and then like I would just get like the little bits of like bleach that were left over and like highlight my hair. And then that was as much as I ever done to my hair. And then when Danielle became a hairdresser, she's now my hairdresser. So anything I do to my hair, I always go to her. So if you're ever like, oh, it looks nice, it's Danielle. So, okay, I'll see you later. Bye. So this is the start of the bleaching process. I just wanted to talk you guys through it because there was some hiccups along the way. Of course, I can never go to the hairdresser and just have something normal. My hair just likes to fuck around. So as I was talking about before, I had a band of like dark in my hair. So before we started bleaching the rest of my hair or my roots or something, we had to get rid of that band just because we knew that it was gonna not take as well to the bleach if we done it all together. So Danielle is just hitting that band first, and you'll see it when I come around that she's just like hitting the mid shaft of my hair, just like I said, so we can get that before we start doing the rest. So we let that sit for about like 5 to 10 minutes before we started doing the rest of the hair. Now after we let that sit for the 5 to 10 minutes, she's now hitting my roots. Once again, this is like a very step-by-step process, especially with my hair because it's so temperamental. You just have to do it in steps. And my ends are just so fragile. At any time she does my hair, we always leave the ends out to last just because we know that they're gonna have more breakage and like damage. So we let the shaft we let the shaft lift. Then she started hitting the roots because they were the second thing that needed to lift quicker because my ends were pretty much at the level that we wanted. So we were just going to let them do their thing the last 5 minutes. So we just started on the roots, and yeah, let it sit for, I'm not too sure how long she let this sit for. I think it was maybe around like half an hour, maybe a little bit longer. So this is about like 5 minutes after she's fully covered my head in the bleach, and I will tell you, the moment she's scratching my head, as you can see by my eyes, is the best feeling, just because the bleach starts to like obviously irritate your scalp. Anytime she was coming to like check my hair and like give it a good scrub, I was like loving my life. I just wanted to say at the very beginning of this whole process, she also sprayed like a protein treatment in my hair just to like save it because we're bleaching my hair. It's obviously going to go through a lot of damage. So this is just when she washed it out, and as you can see like in the back as she's drying it, that band didn't do exactly what we wanted it to do. It obviously stayed that like brassy kind of colour. As you can see, my roots are like exactly the colour we wanted. They were like that nice icy white grey, and that band just wasn't leaving because why would it? So Danielle, being the absolute gem she was, obviously saw that it wasn't what we wanted, and she was like, no, I'm not letting you leave the salon like this. So we went in again with another shaft bleach just so we could get it to be at least similar to my roots. We obviously knew there was going to be a little bit of like difference, but we just wanted to get as close as we possibly could. I was fine with the fact there was going to be like a little bit of different color just because I knew my hair was so dark before. And then we obviously went into the basin and she toned me up again. We actually used more of like a blue toner for my shafts because they weren't taking to the lighter toner, so the blue just really helped it like grab onto those yellow colours. And as you can see, it's pretty much all even and lovely. So I actually hadn't seen my hair. We blocked the whole screen beforehand, so at this point I didn't actually know what was going on other than I could just like kind of see the blonde bits around my face, and yeah. So this is my hair. Oh my god. Yeah. I love it. I knew I was meant to be blonde since the moment I was born. Wow. Wow, what a difference. Now these bits look really dark. They're not like that in person. They're just, the light's catching them on a weird angle. Everything legit looks like this. Now, I put a side by side of like what my hair looked like from the very beginning of like this whole thing, and then obviously what it looks like now. But she done that. She done that. Okay. I'm obsessed. Obviously, I just can't stop looking at myself like in the mirror. I'm like, who you? Yeah. So this is it. This is it. Front on. From the back. Can you see? Yes. Like I said this in the beginning anyways, that this much, I think it was about this much of my hair was regrowth. This much I had like a dark brown band, and my ends were lighter. So you can see that like I do have a band in there. Like I said, it's coming off a lot more like worse off on the camera than it actually looks in like real life and in like photos. But I knew that was gonna happen. Like Danielle was stressing so much that the fact there was warm tones, but like when you're so dark and you're getting to like white, you can't just be like, oh yeah, I want to be like just like one color. Obviously I have to expect like some tones, but it's like no, it's like tonal, I guess. Honestly, I don't care. I love it so much. That I definitely have like a bit of breakage and like whatever, but like it's bleach, like what do you expect? Obviously we took as much like precautions as we possibly could and like done it in steps so like I wouldn't just have like no hair. But I think it's cute anyways. Like my hair's healthy, it's like strong, like
me pulling on it doesn't feel like it's about to like all snap out. So I love that. A lot of fucking treatments will be happening on my head within the next forever. But that's fine. And yeah, I love it. So this is what we got. I'm now icy blonde and I love it because it's fun. I actually had to be like so careful with doing my makeup because usually when you're brown, you can just like, you know, chuck your bronzer around, just be a bit messy. No, because that will get into your hair and that's not cute. So this is the end. I love it. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next videos. Bye!